entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So the Texas A&M Aggies kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So South Carolina's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. What we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. Oh, what a cut. Snags it, and he's open. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That is how you make a quarterback look good. Throw it short, run it a long way. He gets all the yardage for that play. Start the football game, finding your playmaker, and your playmaker does the rest, takes it to the house, and gets this offense started out on fire.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here's Sellers to throw. Got a man. It's Tuggle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Makes the catch. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
There's a crease, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. With the catch, it's Hunt. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sellers unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. They go play action with Sellers. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Running inside, it's Owens. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Throwing Reed. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Riley. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On the option. Pulls it on the option. Quick toss. There's some room. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Reed to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Now here's Reed, bringing the heat, and down he goes.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Sellers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Reed. Fires complete on the crosser. Runs through a man. He might have space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive, he can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his calls.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Give to the running back. Ran through the contact. Runs through the tackle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
It's complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. That momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Turning it on. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. Fights off the defender. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on second down after the good first down run. Reed fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Makes it past the marker. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the number 16 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Bruins with a statement. Here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust this off.
Finding some room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He's in open space downfield. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And Man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sellers rushes on him, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Using his legs, it's McAllister. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
3rd quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Throwing, Sellers. Under fire. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10.
Now, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Breaks the tackle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot up.
Maybe some room here. Bust through behind his pad. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to 27.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked and can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Gonna run it. It's Clark. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Sellers. And he will go down. Couldn't get rid of it in time, and the defense gets a sack on 4th down.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Reed. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. 1st down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Pressure coming. Looking long. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again. Might be looking to run. At the 35, he's loose.
tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
About 4 minutes left. Upset alert, fully activated, and the pollsters are watching. Quarterback may change this route. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sellers throwing right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And it's gone! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now here's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Stepping to the right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Reed to throw. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback keeps it. There's a little room there. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Caught, and he's got room. 40. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch from this defense and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Why not double the try total and go for 2? They're working that left side. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Reed throws to the tight end, working the middle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you